So hi everyone, Akash Pharma this side and welcome to your Pharmaminds platform. So in this video we are going to interview Souvik, who is from NIPER Mohali, और हम आज डिस्कस करने वाले हैं बेसिकली आपके एम टेक ब्रांच के बारे में और उसमें हम बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं जिसके बारे में काफ़ी रिक्वेस्ट आ रही थी। काफ़ी सारे बच्चों को बायोटेक्नोलॉजी ब्रांच के अंदर एडमिशन मिला है और आपको जानना है कि हाँ आगे क्या स्कोप है, क्या फ़ायदे हैं और क्या उसमें पीएचडी करना चाहिए, कौन सी कंपनीज आती हैं, क्या जॉब रोल्स होते हैं, बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन है। तो विल ट्राई टू कवर दीज टॉपिक्स इन दिस वीडियो। सो वेलकम टू प्लेटफॉर्म सोविक।
थैंक यू, थैंक्स अ लॉट।
ओके, तो थोड़ा आपके बारे में जानते हैं। कैन यू प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ सोविक?
Sure, Akash. Thank you. I am Souvik Ghosh. I have completed my Bachelor of Pharmacy from Jadavpur University, Department of Pharmaceutical Technology. After that, I have been the silver medalist of my university, and after that, I have appeared for Gpat, and my All India rank was 4040, and after that, I got for NIPER JEE, in which I got 295 All India rank, and I have taken up the branch Pharmaceutical Technology, Biotechnology, and the degree that I have got is M.Tech Pharma in Pharmaceutical Technology, Biotechnology, and at present I have been placed in course 5 Intelligence as junior analyst position. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. Congratulations for course 5I. And now let's talk about your branch. So can you tell in detail कि इस branch में होता क्या है और क्या किस टाइप के सब्जेक्ट्स हम पढ़ते हैं, क्या पढ़ते हैं, किस टाइप के टॉपिक्स रहते हैं और क्या स्कोप है आगे चल के इस ब्रांच का?
Sure. The branch that I have taken admission and have completed this course is Pharmaceutical Technology, Biotechnology. The name in itself has two terms.
Okay.
Pharmaceutical Technology, another is Biotechnology. This is under Pharmaceutical Technology Department, which is situated in Block H of NIPER. So there are three departments under this, three branch, I would say, under this department of Pharmaceutical Technology. One is Pharmaceutical Technology Formulation, PTF, which awards the M.Pharm degree, and Pharmaceutical Technology Process Chemistry and Pharmaceutical Technology Biotechnology. These two departments award the M.Tech Pharm degree from NIPER SS Nagar through NIPER JEE. So out of these three, I have taken admission. I had taken admission in M.Tech Pharm in Pharmaceutical Technology, Biotechnology, which is PTBT. So there is a difference between this department, PTBT, and the biotechnology department, which is there also in NIPER Mohali. That is, the NIPER Mohali has two degrees to offer. First is MS Pharm in biotechnology, which is in the block F, and the other department which I have taken admission is Pharmaceutical Technology, Biotechnology, which is in the H block. Now, there is, as we know, in the name itself, there is an amalgamation of two terms, pharmaceutical technology as well as biotech. So biotech itself is concerned about the prospects that we have in biopharma, like the drugs which come in the large molecule or the big molecule sections, for which we all know the difference between a small and a larger big molecule, which comes from the protein pharmaceuticals. So the thrust area here in pharmaceutical technology, biotechnology is obviously the biopharmaceuticals, but there is a difference is that you will get an overview of industrial aspect more in pharmaceutical technology section, because this is an allied branch which is awarding an M.Tech degree, which is more related to a technological aspect. That is, if we are going to produce, in a simple way, I can say that I am going to produce a protein. So out of that, I am doing research in my lab, and that lab is doing a small scale research, like in a shake flask or in a smaller scale, say a 250 ml flask, I am doing my work. But in pharmaceutical technology biotech, we are scaling that process to much higher folds. That is, suppose we are going to produce 100 kilogram of that protein from a very low scale to a higher scale. Okay. So such kind of activities require knowledge apart from pharma core knowledge or biotechnology core knowledge, some knowledge in pharmaceutical engineering. Okay. That is biochemical engineering, downstream processing, pharmaceutical formulation in the biotech sector, those which are necessary. So an aspect where we are dealing with an interdisciplinary approach towards biotech through engineering discipline, so that we can produce our biopharmaceutical not only in the lab scale but also in the large scale. And this pharmaceutical technology, biotechnology department has been conceived in NIPER Mohali by one of the stalwarts in our NIPER, whose name I would like to take with much pleasure, Dr. Uttam Chand Banerjee, Dr. UC Banerjee, we all know him. So he is one of those persons who has literally taken it up as an onus to bring this department to the forefront of pharma education, such that this department is going to provide much needed skills that is required in the biotech sector at present, because we are moving more from handheld work culture towards an automation based industry. So regarding this thing only, this Department of Pharmaceutical Technology, Biotechnology is one of a kind which is being taught only in this NIPER. Other NIPERs are not providing this as of now, till now. So, and since there is a huge impetus in this department, so there is a much awaited development to come. And also, I must say that this department is in quite a good demand, because students are not only getting placed 100% in our batch and in our previous batches of our seniors. So this department is also making a new kind of approach where there is a much needed skill force, where there is like a person is not only an engineer but also having a pharma knowledge, a knowledge in biopharma as well as an engineering knowledge, both. If you are getting both, it is always better thing. So that is the thing. This is a brief overview I can say as of now. This department will provide you knowledge both in biotech, in pharmaceutical technology, as well as the aspects of core pharma like drug metabolism courses are also there, separation techniques, etc. So it is a interdisciplinary subject. Thank you.
Okay. I think I just wanted to ask you two, three questions, but you included all the, context of those two, three questions in one question only. And that is making my work easy. Okay. So next question I'm going to ask you is that what kind of job roles that you get from, M.Tech biotechnology, and what kind of companies are there coming to the campus?
For job, or in the, when we are saying that we have to shift from academia to the corporate, so there are two kinds of broad divisions. One is going to the non-core, other is the core. For non-core, obviously there are roles like medical writing is there, consulting jobs are there, which are as of whole if almost every engineering or pharma masters or graduate students go for. So that is obviously a part. Apart from that, the core disciplines that are recruiting MTech Pharm Biotech students are like in the biopharma companies that are coming for recruitment. They are recruiting students in the sections like assay development and assay development in biotechnology. Now, assay development is, putting in a simple word, doing an experiment so that you can get desired result of for that particular biochemical, but it is not entirely quality control. A bit specialized job for which they are recruiting from premier institutes like NIPER. So one such company did come this time, which is Aragen Life Science, based in Hyderabad. So they have come here in NIPER and Mohali, and also in other NIPERs, but they have preferred NIPER Mohali first, as obviously. So apart from that, companies like Biocon, we all know the name, big name in the biopharma business in India. So they also have come to NIPER Mohali. And there is a very interesting thing to note, that they not only offered their roles in quality control and in general production roles, but they offered another very interesting role, which is manufacturing science and applied technology, MSAT role, which is clearly specified that they are preferring MTech Pharm students more as compared to the MS Pharm students because of the much exposure to pharmaceutical technology side. Now, as compared to biotech, this is a allied branch of biotech, which is more towards the industry as well as the basic principles of biotech. So students are getting job roles in these areas also. Apart from these job roles, as I have mentioned, different other companies are also offering scientist or research associate positions, like Syngene has offered. Apart from that, Kashif Biosciences, another name is Serum Institute. Now, Serum Institute has offered a role in production, and I must say that this production role is very unique because they are offering the role in vaccine manufacturing, which is a very new aspect and a very good prospect it holds for the students who are getting this kind of jobs. So these are the very good avenues and good companies are approaching approaching here, and I can say that as of now, my batch has been placed 100%, and our senior and the super seniors who are also there, their batch has also been placed 100%. This is the placement scenario.
Okay. So suppose a student is entering into the a biotechnology branch, and there are two options, two ways to go. First is your PhD is there, then the job is there. So you have spent 2 years there, in the branch. So if you're coming to biotechnology branch, what's the best choice to take? Whether to go for the PhD or you can go into the corporate.
I must say that there are these two ways that a person has, either to enter a job or to go for higher studies, that is to go for a PhD, either in an Indian institution or in a foreign university or a research place. So I won't take that as a which one is better, but I must say both options are quite lucrative for students, because students in both these sectors are doing well. And not only I must say well, it will be a under term. So it is much a better thing that they are doing. Like scientific officers that they are recruiting in this master's level, they are doing much good in their jobs because they're learning hands-on skill in very niche areas of biotechnology, like protein purification, protein modification technologies, all these aspects which are very much in need in the industry now. So job is a very good option of after the masters is over. And obviously for now, throwing light on this higher studies section, that PhD is also a very good option after masters, because the faculty here in NIPER Mohali, not only in my PTBT, our PTBT is also having faculty, as well as our biotechnology is also. So all these faculties are working in the high-end research works regarding to biopharmaceutical, protein purification, modern drug development technologies like CRISPR, CRISPR, which is a gene and DNA editing tool for creating drugs. So all these labs are working good. So in NIPER, the option for PhD is quite a good option, because it is providing education in terms of international standards. Now, we all know that it is quite evident from our QS ranking, where NIPER holds a worldwide 54 position, which is indeed speaks of its performance in the research as well as in the corporate world. So I would must say that this PhD option is also quite good, because in foreign universities there is quite a better option, because as we know, we are still in the developing phase in our pharmaceutical industry, where much of the work in the lead molecules of biopharma origin are going on in foreign universities, because they are doing much more research in the from scratch. That is, they have better capital investment, to be simply telling. So there the student can get much more exposure if that person is intended to develop a particular drug in its value chain, from the research and development to further in the production. Even after that, if they can get good jobs in after PhD in research labs that are much producing the biological drugs like monoclonal antibodies, protein enzymes, etc., and much needed therapies areas are being covered. And I must say, not only in biotech, our students from masters are getting PhDs even in the life science domain, where they are working in disease areas like Alzheimer's disease, its genetic basis. From my batch only, one of my classmates have got into University of Connecticut, which is a very renowned university in US, and she has been admitted there.
Okay, now we have discussed about the PhD part also and job roles. Now coming to the research part. So can you elaborate upon the instrumentation part for the students who will be like admitting into the biotechnology branch?
Yeah. As of now, since it's our department got into started in the 2000s in the initial phase, our labs were specializing on three different sectors, like biocatalysis, which is mainly concerned about producing a particular biopharmaceutical or a small molecule in its pure form, say an enantiomeric pure form, in an S form of a drug or an R form of a drug, we can produce, but not in the chemical route, but through the biochemical route, which is using enzymes. So that is one of the research sectors that is very unique in the Indian perspective. That also was brought forth by UC Banerjee sir. And another research area is the fermentation technology, which is the heart of PTPT. Like, we need to produce the biopharmaceutical in large quantity only when the microbes can grow well in a bioreactor, which is a vessel. They are grown so that we can get our product in large quantity. So fermentation technology is also a very important sector. And another is the nanotechnology or nano biotechnology section, where enzymes are polymerized, immobilized onto surfaces so that they can be used for better performance. Like they cannot be degraded so easily. So this is in a very short the three research areas that were concerned as long as Dr. UC Banerjee had been there. But after his retirement, our new faculty who has come, her therapy, she's Dr. Anamika Bose. She has recently joined, an eminent faculty from CNCI Kolkata, Central Chittaranjan National Cancer Institute.
Okay.
Her field is about tumor immunology and its genetics. So now the lab is going to work more on the immunotherapeutics aspect, where there will be concerns regarding the cancers, the different markers of cancers, how they are affecting. So this will be an entirely cell culture based lab, which is in the upcoming years would be coming up. That is major development that I can say. And instruments that I must say are fermenters, obviously for fermentation technology. For a separate fermenter facility is available in the ground floor of the department. Apart from that, instruments, common instruments like UV, visible spectrophotometer,
Hmm.
is obviously there. And apart from that, autoclave in running capacity is there. And instruments like French press, homogenizers, all other minimum lab requirement facilities like chemical racks and all these biopharmaceuticals like ladders for DNA marking. All these chemicals and biochemicals are also available. Western blot instrumentation, SDS page
Hmm.
instrumentation, everything is available. Entire setup is there.
Okay.
And cell culture lab that I was talking about is going to come up. It is not, it is upcoming.
Okay. Okay. And lots of things and lots of opportunities for all the students who are watching this video. You have lots of opportunities when you're looking up to the biotechnology branch. Lots of instruments will be there, and as Souvik has mentioned about opportunities also. So I think you will be playing a lot of parts of research and instruments. So if you are being selected for this branch, you certainly have a bright future from NIPER Mohali. Okay, so in the last, I just want to ask you any tip or any motivation content that you want to give for all the students who are coming to, like, for preparing for GPAT or maybe coming to the NIPER.
Yeah. My belief system works in this way that we should always be inquisitive and curious, because our very existence lies in our curiosity. Like if we are good, one thing that a person has to be like, if person thinks that I'm coming into PTBT, it is an interdisciplinary section, kitna bada syllabus hoga, kya hoga, all these things, and don't keep these things in mind. It is an advice from my side. Just keep your basic sciences very clear. That is, your basic understanding of physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics should
Hmm.
be basic up here. Suppose when you are being taught about biochemical engineering, you are asked to solve a basic, very basic integration formula. You should be aware of that because you have already done it in class 2. So if you are keen to understand and do your work, but my advice, a very key core advice I am providing is the NIPER syllabus is quite a big one. We all know that. So it is better that you should study regularly so that you are not overburdened with your studies at the end of the course, because that is a very important thing in NIPER. It is not that the questions are very kind of requires intellectual capacity to the extreme. No, not like that. But you need to work every day so that you can understand what you are doing. You
Yeah.
may know less, but you should know it correctly. So you should keep yourself at the level best of your health. Keep your health always at priority. Study regularly. And obviously, NIPER is going to be a fun ride for you because a lot of festivals and opportunities are there for you to showcase yourself as a individual apart from these academic roles. So go with the flow and make this opportunity count. That is it.
Yeah, I think lots of opportunities are waiting for you. And when you hear the name of NIPER, it's not only about studies. You have lots of things to enjoy here also. It's like an NIPER Mohali is called mini India because there are many students from different states. So you are going to develop your personality also here. Okay, so I think thank you so much, Souvik, for sparing time for us and guiding upon like whole biotechnology branch. I think the students watching this video will be learning a lot, and they'll be making the right decision before approaching the branch, and they'll be pre-prepared when we then they'll be entering into this branch. This means a lot to me and my team and the whole YouTube family for the information that you've shared.
Yeah, even I feel quite good because even at places when we are away from home, away from even NIPER, we are now ex-students of NIPER. So
Mhm.
talking with you also is a very good thing that happens because obviously you are not only an alumnus, you are also a batchmate that I have come across. So it is a good thing to talk with you as well. And the only thing that I would tell that NIPER is a very good place, not only in terms of its academics or its festivities or as mini India. The basic thing that made me very feel good about NIPER is that all the departments, that is all everything, not only the allied branches, even the MBA and everyone
Yeah,
lives together as a community where there is no separation based on how much rank you have already made or whether you are in a department that takes in students from less ranks or you are from a higher rank. No, all these things don't matter. In NIPER, you are a NIPERian. That is our identity.
absolutely.
That is
Yeah.